Well, welcome back, everybody. We're here for the fourth and final game of today's action in the U15 Tier 1 Provincials. The last game here today is the host team, Northeast BC Trackers, taking on the East Coast Kootenay Avalanche. Earlier today, we had Nanaimo Clippers taking on West Kootenay. West Kootenay beat Nanaimo 5-1, I believe. North Central Bobcats took on Vancouver Thunderbirds. Vancouver Thunderbirds won 12-0. And just before this game, Semiahmoo Ravens took on Central Rockets. Central Rockets won 7-4. Off the draw, Trackers dump it in just inside the blue line. Battling for it there. Feener comes away with it. Weens now into the middle, knocked away from him. Willoughby now dumping it in behind the net for East Kootenay around the far side. Taggart in there, battling. Puck comes loose in behind the net. East Kootenay going for it. Feener in on the forecheck. Goulet picking up the loose puck and fanning on his pass out to the middle. Back to Stanley with a shot. That just missed the net on the near side. Batchelor pinching in. McGinnis came in and knocked the puck in, and East Kootenay got it and sent it down the ice. That's going to be icing. Faceoff's going to come back down to the East Kootenay zone. Off the jaw, into the corner now, sent in behind the net. It's Tom racing for it there. Stuck up against the boards. Now it comes loose. Goulet gets it out to McGinnis. Popped off his stick at the point. King's going to move it over to Loney and dump it in there, but it's not deep. Kootenay gets it. Tom now held in by Arbery at the line. Birmingham back to pick it up behind the net. Gets up to the blue line. He's checked there by Arbery and sent into the Trackers zone. Loney's going to go back to pick it up behind the net. Just over-skating it a bit, and he's going to fire it back behind the net now for Amonte. Up the boards. That was off a stick and sent back in. Now into the corner. Johnson racing in on it. Gets it back to the point. Shot. That just missed the net. Comes around to the near side. Trackers send it in behind the net in the far corner. Tennant in there. He's checked. Puck stuck up against the boards now. Thomas comes away with it for the Trackers into the near side corner. Monte with a dangerous pass out to the middle, but just off of a stick, and now Loney gets to the red line and dumps it in on goal, and Clay was racing in on goal there, and East Kootenay goalie's going to hold on for a whistle. That's Seth Coward. Face off in the East Kootenay zone, in behind the net. Moody with it. He's pinned up against the boards. Puck comes loose. Weens has it into the corner out front off Lunenberger's stick, and Kootenay picking it up. That's Oler. He's going to fire it down and went past everybody. It looks like might have been tipped on the way. They're not calling icing. Stanley's back to pick it up behind the net. Just trying to spin off the check. He was taken down, and penalty coming to East Kootenay. Stanley was taken down behind the net. It's going to be to number 5, Beckham Taggart. 2 minutes for tripping. Stanley was trying to spin off the check there, and Taggart got his stick in the skates and took him down. So Trackers going on the power play here. early in the first period. And it looks like we don't have the times up on the clock yet for the penalty, so they're going to wait for that. And now we're ready to go. Off the draw, comes back to Stanley. Over to Gordon on the near side. Into the middle. Ween's just fending on it, but it goes over to Goulet with a shot. Nice save there by Coward. Bouncing around now. Gordon's able to get it on one knee back to Stanley. Stanley with a shot in. Rebound in front. They score! Ween's put that one away. Gordon got it back to Stanley there with a shot, and the rebound went right to Weems, and no mistake bearing that one. So the Trackers go up 1-0 here with an early power play goal. Off the face-off, East Kootenay dumping it into the Tracker zone. Batchelor back behind the net for it. Spinning off a check. Looks like they got the goal wrong there, but that's okay. Trackers trying to carry it out. Held into the line there by Tom. Sent back in behind the net. Batchelor picking it up. Skating up around a check there, and now he's going to move it into the East Kootenay zone, get into the middle with a shot. That just missed the net. Clay in behind the net, digging for it there. Parker for East Kootenay dishes it around to the near side. Sent up off the glass and all the way down to the Tracker zone. It looks like it's going to be on goal, though, so it's not going to be icing. Loney's back to pick it up behind the net. Long pass up here looking for Goulet. Was off his stick, I think, and into the East Kootenay zone. They pick it up. Willoughby sending it up off the boards into the Tracker zone. King back to pick it up. He blows a tire behind the net. Taggart picks up the loose puck, gets it back to the point. Shot in. That was by Sharam. Went off a leg into the corner. King with a good check behind the net. East Kootenay still has it, though, sending it over to the near side. McGinnis fired it around to the far side. Dietz is going to pick it up there. Trying to chip it around. And at the point there, taken out heavily was Morasco. Kept it in, though. Right in front of the net it goes. Now it's into the near corner. McGinnis sent a high one up through the middle, and that's going to go all the way down. It's going to be icing. Check there on the end wall by King. Face off down in the Tracker zone. One ahead there by Birmingham. He picks it up behind the net, spins off a check. And around the far side it goes. Held in on the half wall. Looks like Nelson in there. He gets it for, can't see who that is, into the corner now. Trackers pick it up. Stanley trying to spin off a check there by Nelson. Gets it around to the far side. In behind the net, Nelson's going to get there first. It's checked. Stanley sent it the other way. Now quickly up Gordon with some room on the far side. Stopping up and blowing a tire there. East Kootenay picking it up. Sending it into the Tracker zone. Avante is back to pick it up. Around the far boards. Feener sending another one up for Gordon with some room, moving in again. One move, two moves, and he gets checked, but Thomas picks up the puck. Sent around the far boards and out into the neutral zone. Batchelor over to Avante. And in the middle, Thomas off his stick and down into the East Kootenay zone. Sharam back for it. Checked there by a couple Tracker players. And Lunenberger picking up the loose puck, gets it back to Batchelor at the point, walking across with a shot right in on goal. And nice save there by Coward. Held in at the line there by the Trackers, and the clearing attempt there's off a ref and picked up in the neutral zone there by Johnson. He's going to dump it in behind the net. Batchelor back to pick it up. Sends a pass up to Goulet off his stick, and Arbery picks up the loose puck into the East Kootenay zone right in front there, but intercepted by Willoughby. Moving it to Marasco, walking into the slot. The shot there, that was just off the post. Just the side of the post. Now he gets it back in behind the net. Tripped up a bit there, not sure. Now out front, nice save, and another one by Lowen. And the puck sent around the near side. Clay there gets it into the middle for Arbery. He's going to get to the red line, dump it in. Trackers are going to change. Tom back to pick it up for East Kootenay behind their net. Sends one up, but it's held in at the line there by Loney. Now back for Marasco. He's going to fire that down the ice just before he takes a hit, and it's going to go all the way down for icing. A couple chances here at both ends. This one here, Marasco worked his way right into the middle and got a good shot off there, went off the post. Face off down the East Kootenay zone. Sent in behind the net off the draw. Thomas dishes it back for Buchert. That's McGinnis in the corner, actually. Gets it back now, the far side. Stanley dishing in to the corner. Schramm picking it up for East Kootenay. Gets it up the wing there for Stefano, but ended up going right up to the neutral zone. Trackers get it back and send it right back in again. This time it's Birmingham back for it, but Weens is giving chase, and he's going to get it. Weens with it with a nice move, moving into the high slot, and the shot's off a stick and up over the net. And it looks like the net has been dislodged. 11:36 left here in the first period. Trackers up 1-0. Action at both ends. Faceoff's going to come just outside the East Kootenay zone. Off the draw. Devante gets it over for Batchelor. All the way back in his own corner now behind the net, looking for somebody to pass. He's going to skid it up. Now he's going to circle off a check. Over to Avante. Hard pass up the wing. Couldn't handle that. And held at the line there by Parker. In the near corner now. Pass out front there was knocked away in a shot. Missed the net. Batchelor picking it up now. Skating it up. He was checked by Johnson and sent right back in again now. Avante in the near corner. Getting it over to Feener on the far side. Feener skating it in. He's taken out there. I think that was Tom maybe, but Taggart picked up the puck and got it over to Willoughby on the near side. Moving in now. Sending it in behind the net. And up the far boards. Held in at the line. But Schramm gets it in for Taggart out into the middle and just broken up there by King before they could get a pass through. Now chipping it out at the blue line. It's held in by Oler and into the corner. Trackers still can't clear it on the far side now. Into the near corner. King up for Moody on the half wall. Being pressured there by Nelson. And fired around to the far side. Able to clear it out to the neutral zone. And dump it in. Trackers are going to change. East Kootenay back to pick it up behind their net. That's Oler with a long pass up here at the red line, looking for Stefano. It was over his stick and ended up going all the way down the ice. It was icing was the call. Face off down the East Kootenay zone. Picked up off the draw by Spring into the corner. Puck's bouncing around and ends up coming out to the neutral zone. Buchert's going to chase back that one in front of just inside the Tracker's blue line. Now just out. Weens is going to pick it up and move it over to Clay. Moving in over the blue line. Dumping it in behind the net. Comes loose there. East Kootenay picks it up. And over to the near side now. Long pass over to the far side. That was just in front of Johnson and all the way down again. Similar to the last play, that pass was just in front and all the way down for icing. So again, face-off is coming back down into the East Kootenay zone. East Kootenay wins the draw, gets it in behind the net. Sharam sends it around. And I didn't see what happened there, so took my eyes off the play for a second, and there was a hit of some sort. Puck's come all the way down the Tracker's zone now. Comes loose for Thomas. With some speed up through the middle. Tried to dish across there, and it was broken up. Marasco was right in there. And at the red line, Batcher sending one in behind the net. Parker in to pick it up. The long pass here, that was off the stick, it looked like, of Nelson, but they're going to call icing. Looked like that bounced off his stick, but the linesman didn't think so. So again, coming back down to the East Kootenay zone here for another face-off. 8:41 left in the first. Trackers up 1-0. They don't got the shots up there this game. They have all the other 3 games so far today. East Kootenay gets it off the draw. Oler sends a high one up off the glass and all the way down. Again, that's going to be icing. So this time the face-off is going to be on the near side. Off the draw, Goulet with a chance there, and I'm not sure if that went wide or if it was saved. It's in the far corner now. Goulet with it again. He's being checked. In behind the net, he gets it back though. In the corner now. Puck's still sitting there, it looks like now. In behind the net, Feener. He's being watched there by Oler though. Gets it back to King. Over the far side, Loney shot. That was tipped by Gordon in front and didn't make it to the net. Now Goulet picking it up, gets it back to King. Back to Loney again. Another shot, and that one's off the goalie's pad and steered into the corner now, sent back in behind the net. Gordon with a nice check behind the play there, and East Kootenay carrying it out, and penalty coming. 6 white, looks like Feener for holding. Just grabbed onto him and hauled him down. So East Kootenay going on the power play here. 7:37 left in the first period, looking to tie it up. Off the draw, Weens bats it in behind the net. Willoughby, it's in his feet, he doesn't see it, and then Clay picks it up and skates it out to the red line, and he's going to dump it in. Trackers are short-handed here. He's going to get in there first, battling with Sharam, and comes loose. East Kootenay has it. That's Marasco with it. Ends up in behind the net. For Caustic in the corner. Looking to set up here now. Taggart at the point. Walking in with a shot there, and that looked like it might have been deflected by Willoughby right in front of the net, but it was deflected over the net now on the far corner. East Kootenay still with it. Moving into the middle. Willoughby with it behind the net. Sends it into the corner. Caustic to the top of the circle. Back to Taggart now, another shot. That one missed the net. around the far side. Spring just off the bench, trying to hold it in. He can't. Comes out, and Trackers are going to change. Willoughby back to pick it up behind his net. A little bit of a stumble there, and now the puck goes off the back of the net. Now they pick it up. It's Birmingham trying to spin off a check. Has to circle back behind the net again. Now he's going to skate it up to the red line. Still has it in the Tracker zone. Into the corner. Far side still has it. Good protection to get in there. Now he's back at the point. Shot, that was off Batchelor, I think, and right beside the net. Johnson. Back and forth now. Arbery with a nice stick in the middle. He's able to get it and clear it down the ice. He broke up that pass through the slot. And that's going to do it for the Trackers penalty. They're able to kill that one off. 5:30 left here in the first. East Kootenay trying to dump it up through the middle there. That's Tennant. It was off the linesman though, and didn't get much past the blue line. Now again dumping it up the middle, this time Johnson picking it up and in with a shot, and Lowen with the glove save. Johnson working his way in there. He got to the top of the circle area there and let a shot go. It looked like it was going for the far side here, but Lowen gloved it and held on for a whistle. Face off in the Tracker zone now. Raska with it in the corner. He lost it. Comes out to the line. Trackers chip it out to the neutral zone and sent right back in again. Offside. Face-off's going to come back down, I think, here just outside East Kootenay zone. Looks like. Off the draw. East Kootenay with it. It's Parker up the boards. Gets it for Willoughby. Gets it up for Taggart and chipping it in on goal. And looks like Lowen's going to hold on to that one. Faceoff's going to be on the far side in the Tracker zone. Off the draw, Thomas chips a high one up off the glass. Fina racing for it. Gets it in the middle. Gordon picking up, he scores! Fina with a nice chip ahead there and trying to kick it ahead, but he lost it, and Gordon came in and picked it up, and roof job on that one on the far side. So the Trackers go up 2-0 here with 4:36 left in the first period. Off the draw. Birmingham with it. He lost it there, and Goulet picking it up in the corner. Trackers trying to break out here now into the middle. Oliver, Clay gets there first though. Tried to wrap it around and knocked the net off. Faceoff's going to come outside the zone. Lunenberger gets it off the jaw and sends a high one in off the glass. Means is going to get there first behind the net. Oler is there too for Kootenay, but comes out front and nice chance there by Lunenberger right in front of the net. Nice save by Howard. And Kootenay dumping a high one up and into their own bench, it looks like. with the puck behind the net, sent it right out front. It went off the goalie's stick, actually, and Trackers with a good chance. Face off in the East Kootenay zone. Comes back to Monte at the point. Over to Dietz. He was checked by Johnson, but Trackers get the puck back. Batchelor with it behind the net. Over to McGinnis. Out to the middle, and Thomas fanning on the pass. Parker picks up the loose puck in behind the net, trying to spin off a check. And again, now working it over to the far side. It's Johnson, I think, to the red line. He's going to dump it in behind the net. Tennant gets there first in the corner. Dished it for Taggart there. He tried to pull it out front and lost it. That was Caustic, actually. Comes all the way down to the East Kootenay zone. The goalie thought about covering it up, but there was nobody there, so he had to play it. Now it bounces out to the middle. At the line, held in the far corner. Sharam with it, dishes there for Tom. Tom over the near side looking for a pass that was in front of Tennant. Goes down the Tracker zone. King now up the boards for Keener. He's going to dump it in. Spring back to pick it up behind the net. In the corner, sends it up the far side for Taggart. He's able to just chip it outside the line. Feener tried to send it back in again. Now he's Kootenay with it at the blue line. And knocked down there by Goulet. Sends a hot pass over to Loney. Up through the middle now. Clay at the red line. Trying to dodge a check. And it was taken out. Looks like East Kootenay's going to get a penalty. Sent right in on goal, and we get the call. It's going to be kneeing. And Austin Marasco is heading to the box. So the Trackers going on the penalty on the power play once again. Clay taking that puck to the middle, and hard to see from this angle, but definitely tripped up with the leg there. So the Trackers looking to extend their lead here now. Up 2-0 with 2 minutes left in the... Oh, it's going to be a 4-minute penalty as well. So a double minor. East Kootenay trying to get in a late change here. Now they got it sorted out. Face off one back to McGinnis. Over to Batchelor. On the far side, Lunenberger taking into the boards. He gets it back to Batchelor though. Shot in goal, knocked down in front, and still sitting there. Covered up. Puck just squirted out to Batchelor with a shot. It was deflected down in front and off the pad right out to the middle there, and rebound was not a very hard shot, but covered up. Now comes back to Batchelor at the point again. McGinnis now walking in, shot. That was off Oler. Off up to the glass, now behind the net. Arbery with it. Out to the middle. That went through everybody and back into the Tracker zone. Batchelor's back to pick it up. Sends a pass up to Arbery at the red line, just off his stick though, and Oler got it and sent it down the ice. Batchelor's got to go back behind the net to pick it up. Up the far wall. Thomas now to the McGinnis on the near side with some room. Working in on the half wall. Behind the net for Feener. On the far side, Goulet back to Batchelor. Trackers are in the middle of a change. Shot in on goal, and there's a rebound right in front. Whacking away at it, still there. And finally able to cover it up. .50 seconds left here in the first period. Off the face-off. Back to Stanley. right in on goal. Face off in the East Kootenay zone. Trackers still on the power play here. Will be for the rest of the period if they don't score. Back to the point, Stanley. Shot there was off a stick into the corner. McGinnis picking it up. Gets it back to Stanley again on the far side. Into the middle, Willoughby got a stick on that one, but it still made its way over to McGinnis. On the near side now, back to Stanley again. Over to the far side, Goulet. That one was knocked down by Caustic, I think, but they couldn't clear it. McGinnis into the middle and cleared away. Parker holding it up against the boards. And that's going to do it for the first period. So after 2-0 for the Trackers, able to get a regular strength and a power play goal. We're going to get a flood and we'll be back in a few minutes. set to start the second period. Off the draw, dumped into the tracker zone. Stanley back to pick it up. Wasn't sure they were going to get started already. It looks like it's really wet still out there, but Tracker's on the power play here to start off for a minute 42 still. Goulet over to the far side. Gordon with some room moving in. He's going to stop up and set up here on the power play. Gets it back to the point. Stanley over to the near side. Goulet shooting it. Deflected in front. Feeder. He scores! Another power play goal. Working it around here. Goulet got the shot off there, and I think Feener deflected it, and then he also got the rebound and tucked it in there on the near side. So the Trackers go up 3-0 early in the second period. They put the shots up 2 after the second there. Trackers out shooting East Kootenay 13-5. Moving in now. Puck dumped back in behind the net. Heavy collision in behind there. That was Sharam with Clay, I think. And puck sent out front there. Coward's gonna hang on to that one. Both coming from opposite directions, and kaboom. Face off down in the East Kootenay zone. Into the corner off the draw. Tom sends it around to the near side. Held in at the line by the Trackers, now in behind the net. Sent out front and right back in behind now. Dietz with it, trying to send that out front from his knees. He's checked now on the far side. Dietz knocked down by Willoughby, and Goulet with a shot there. That one missed the net. Comes back to the point. Loney with a shot. He scores! Come back to Loney at that point, and high shot just fooled Coward and went over his glove, top corner. Put the Trackers up 4-0. Trackers working back in again now. Broken up. Lunenberger with a shot off the side of the net. Leans is going to pick up the rebound behind the net. Over to the far side. Nelson got his stick on that one and knocked it out to the neutral zone. Now pressuring. Stefano comes in to help out. He chips that one ahead. Stanley's going to pick it up behind the net. And Nelson has got his stick in there. Broke up that play now. Shot from Tom at the point there. That one missed the net. Into the far side. Moody picking it up. He's checked heavily into the boards. That was, I'm not sure who that was. Giving that check over there, but Moody gets to the red line here and dumps it in behind the net. Johnson back to pick it up. Dishes back the other way for Oler. In the corner now, up the boards. Tennant trying to push it through there, and he's checked. Now back into the corner. Johnson with a nifty move there and some speed up through the neutral zone. He's going to chip it by and race in on it, but Batchelor's going to get there first. Batchelor's got to stop up there and send it back behind the net. Now up through the middle. That pass was by everybody and down. That's going to be icing. Face-off coming back down to the Tracker zone. Off the draw. Comes back to Parker at the blue line. He sends it off the glass in, and now Goulet picking up a loose puck and heading down the ice. He's got Arbery with him. It's a 2-on-1. Tried to get it out to the middle. Went to the net. Coward steered that one into the corner, and East Kootenay sent it down. Actually, that might have been off the Tracker all the way back down in their own zone. Batchelor back to pick it up. Being watched there by Taggart and sent up the boards now over to the far side. Arbery picking up a loose puck at the red line and dumping it in. Tom back to pick it up behind the net. Moving up the far side and looking for a pass up the middle, looking for Moresco. It was off his stick now into the Trackers end. Stefano dumping it around the near side boards. Trackers pick it up though. Nice play by Gordon off the boards. Moving in now. He's got Weems with him. Right in with a shot. And nice save by the goalie. Now Weems back to the point. King's shots off a leg and to the near side. Loney out to the middle. Weems, that shot was off of the leg. Tom's going to pick it up on the far side and chip it up and out. Racing in on his tenant. Gordon's back to cover, and he's able to chip it up the boards now for King. Looking for Feener up in the middle, but that was picked off by Spring, I believe, right at the red line. He sent it in on goal.
I popped the memory card out, but I think I pushed it back.
It's okay.
Okay.
Chance there by the Trackers. Nice save by Coward. Now off the draw in the Tracker zone in the corner. Sent up the boards. Dietz trying to chip it by. Schramm trying to hold the line, and it comes out. Tennant there at the red line. He's going to send it right back in again. Low and out to stop it up behind the net. Stanley to the near side for Dietz. And Schramm right in on a forecheck there. Sends it back the other way. Stanley's going to send it back behind the net for Bucher. Up for McGinnis. Now into the middle for Dietz. Moving in one-on-one on Tom. Trying to get in. Tom's going to take it right out into the corner. But Dietz gets the puck back. Now back to Stanley. Stanley with a shot there, and that was right on. Howard with a nice glove save. He's going to hold on. No rebound on that one. Yeah, it's fine. It's like the record button. It doesn't do anything right now, really.
Oh,
yeah. Face off down the East Kootenay zone. Goulet with it right across for Moody there. He couldn't quite get a stick on it. Had the open net. Now in behind the net. I think that's Marasco up the boards. Taking out Batchelor at the line. Trackers pick it up though. It's sent right in front of the net. Willoughby battling with Moody. Puck sent back in behind the East Kootenay goal. And up the boards. Taggart racing in there, but Goulet gets there and sends it in behind the net. Now Tom pokes it back to the near side. Parker up the boards. Clay intercepted though, and puck goes in behind the net. Now Clay trying to bring it out front. Trying to wrap it around from the near side. He was saved and into the far corner. Up against the boards, just behind the net. Now comes right out front. Parker picks it up and clears it up off the boards and down the ice, and that looks like it's going to go all the way for icing. Heavy check there. Marasco taking out Batchelor at the line. Face off down the East Kootenay zone. 13:22 left in the second. Trackers up 4-0. Off the draw. Schramm sent it around behind the net. And that's chipped up into the neutral zone. And sent right back in on goal, and with the Trackers coming in there, Coward's gonna hold on for a whistle. the face-off. Kootenay gets it into the corner. Looking for a long pass up the middle here to Nelson, and it was just off his stick. But in the tracker zone, though, now Birmingham picking it up and walking in with a sharp angled shot there. That was steered aside by Lowen. He got it back, fishing in the corner, but Thomas intercepted it. And up off the boards, Gordon trying to chip it out there. He can't, and picked up again by Birmingham. His shot was blocked. Gordon now to the near side for Feener. Just past his stick into the middle, now poked away and sent back the other way. Johnson, he gets it just outside the blue line and fires it in behind the net. King back behind the tracker's net to pick it up on the far side. Puck ends up behind the net now. Loney with it. He's being pressured. He's going to skate it up, and a backhand over here to Feener on the near side. He's going to dump it in and change. Now Goulet, sharp angled shot. That's off the side of the net. Into the middle there. That puck was in the feet of Caustic and right in front. Arbery picked it up and walked in with a shot there. Coward made the save and held on. Face off down the East Kootenay zone. Sharam gets it, dumps it around the net off the draw. He gets it back now. Up the boards, looking for Taggart. He chips it out. And Trackers send it back the other way. Sharam trying to work in there, but Clay takes the puck. And they get it back now over to the far side. It's Willoughby with it. Gets to the blue line and sends it in. Taggart racing in there. He's going to get there first. Buchert battling for it. Comes out to the middle, and Goulet was there to pick it up. Down to the near side for Arbery, over to Clay on the far side. Marasco, I think, came in and picked up that loose puck and was checked there at the red line, and Trackers send it back in behind the net. Tom back to pick it up. He's going to stop up, send it over the far side. That's to Willoughby. Off the boards and up. Marasco chipping it by now, trying to work in. He's got Stefano with him and lost the puck just in the slot there before they could get a shot off. Now back the other way. McGinnis chipping in the middle for Weens, and he just missed the net. Now back to the point of Ante, and the shot there that was off a foot. Now Weens cycling back down to the near corner. Dietz for Weens. Being watched there by Birmingham. Puck stuck up against the boards. It comes loose. McGinnis gets it back to Batchelor with a shot tipped right in front. Banging away at it on the side of the net. Comes back to the point again. Batchelor moving it over to Amante with a shot there, and that was, I think, knocked down in front. Lunenberger with it now, taking it out front. Can't get a shot off. Amante blocked, and Birmingham coming back the other way from the outside with a shot. And Lowen with the save. Nice block there by Birmingham, though, and able to break all the way down to the Trackers zone. Now back the other way. Lunenberger chipping it in. Sharam back to pick it up behind the net. Tried to move it up, and penalty coming here. Moody looks like he took the legs out there on that hit a bit, and I think he's going to get see what they call here. Tripping, it looks like. So Levi Moody going to the box. Tried to go around there, and it looks like he did stick out the stick in the leg a little bit. So East Kootenay going on the power play. I don't think they've had any power plays yet this game. Oh, they have, okay. Oh, that's right, yeah. Taggart with it now, off the draw. Into Caustic, back to Taggart, to the far side. Had Parker open over there, but couldn't handle the pass. Now Gordon getting it up for Feener. Out from the middle, just off his stick. Gordon racing in on it, though. Feener lost his glove there when he got hit. And in behind the net now, Taggart picks it up, skating it up to the red line, into the tracker's end. Ends up in behind the net. Dishing for Marasco. At the circle, he scores! Power play goal. Marasco's able to walk out to the dot and got a shot up there. Not sure if it was deflected in front or not. There's definitely a screen there. We'll see how they announce it. So 4-1 here now after that power play goal. And that was a 4-minute penalty, so Moody's still in the box for another 2 minutes here. Off the draw, trackers send it in. East Kootenay back to pick it up. Sharam dishing. So they gave the goal to Willoughby, actually. He must have deflected it in front. East Kootenay back in now, Tennant in the corner. Dishing back. Back into the corner. Johnson with it. Back to the point. Sharam. Back to Johnson at the top of the circle. Shot right in front. There's a rebound. And batted at the goal, but Lowen's able to shut the door now. Back to Johnson on the far side. Over to the near side. They score again! And a power play goal. Johnson at the top of the circle found Birmingham on the near side and one-timer. Lowen with no chance. Nice play. So they cut the lead in half here now, 4-2 with a pair of power play goals. And that's going to do it now for that 4-minute penalty. Now walking out front with a shot there. That was Marasco with a shot off a stick and over the net now. Willoughby with it behind the net. He's taken out and puck in the corner. Now it comes loose out in the middle. McGinnis picking it up. Back to the neutral zone. He goes. Trying to get around Marasco on the outside. Good play though. He's able to knock it away. In behind the net. Tom picks it up. Sends it back the other way. Now in the middle there. I think that's Marasco. He's able to flare one down the ice, but he was on the wrong side of center, and that's going to be icing. 7:04 left here in the second period. Trackers are up 4-2 now after a pair of power play goals by East Kootenay. Face-offs coming back down to the East Kootenay zone. Off the jaw, puck goes into the corner. Sent in behind the net, Schramm there, but Gordon in on the forecheck. Looks like he's holding the stick, but no call now in the corner. Puck comes loose. Gordon has it at the top of the circle with a shot. Looking for a tip right in front there. Feener got a stick on it, but it just missed the net. Now sent around to the near side. Loney taking the body here, and he's going to get a penalty. Head contact. We'll have to wait and see if it's going to be 2 or 4. Looks like the East Kootenay player is okay. He's up. Two minutes. He just indicated over there. So just like that, East Kootenay going back on the power play. Looking to cut into this lead some more. Comes back to Taggart, off the draw. Over to the far side, but good stick by Weedens. He's going to pick it up and carry it all the way back out. Now, nice pass into the middle for Clay. Looks like he might have been tripped up a bit there. Either there, he just lost an edge as he was taking that pass into the middle. Kootenay coming back with it though. Taggart at the red line. Off a stick, and Stanley got it, sent it back down the ice. In behind the net. Coward's going to play it up for Tom. In behind the net now. It looks like, not sure if everybody was changing there or just the Trackers, but up at the red line, it's sent back again. Now Tom over the far side. Willoughby back in front of the net for Tom. Back over the far side. Willoughby up to the red line. That's Marasco, sorry. Sends it in behind the net. And puck's sitting there. Kootenay picks it up. Caustic, I believe, with it on the near side. Trying to pass it out front there, and that pass back to the point. There was nobody there. Sharam's got to come back and pick it up here at the red line. He's got a couple Tracker players on him, and he's able to back up and get it over for Marasco now. The top of the circle. Check, but he gets it back, trying to wrap it around. Couldn't quite get it to go, and in the corner now, back to the line. Sharam with it. Back to the top of the circle. Marasco with a shot. Bachelor with a nice block all the way down the ice. Dietz is going to get there first, looks like. And he does. To the top of the circle. Right out. Just lost it though now, and Caustic coming back the other way. Gonna send one in on goal. And penalty is over to Loney. Trackers killed that one off. .429 left here in the second period. And they're not putting the shots up here in real time. Looks like they'll just do it after the period's over again. Face off in the Trackers zone. Goulet up for Feener off his feet, but Gordon got it up for Amonte. Now moving in with Feener, 2-on-1. Pass through the middle is knocked away there by Willoughby, I think, right in the middle. Good play to break that up, and Coward got it and held on for a whistle. Face off down in the East Kootenay zone. Comes into the corner. Tom dishes behind the net for Oler. Now into the far corner. Moody digging for it there. It's stuck up against the boards. Kicked out now. Weens can't chip it by. Willoughby's digging for it too there for East Kootenay now. Weens comes away with it though. Now top of the slot. Dishes back for Amonte. The near side. Bachelor. Spinning off a check by Caustic, and shot there is blocked by Birmingham, and he's going to pick it up and chip it ahead. Bachelor in the corner, he's checked hard by Birmingham, I believe there. He's up though, he's got the puck again. And into the middle with the pass though. It's knocked away now. Weens picking it up to Lunenberger on the near side. He's got Spring coming in on him there. He's got a chip it ahead, and Kootenay chipping it back the other way now. Bachelor just shooting it ahead, and Gordon getting there first. Cycling it back for Goulet in the East Kootenay zone now right out front, and knocked away by Marasco, I think. Now Spring chipping one up ahead off the glass. Feener with it just at the red line. Dishes back for King. Over to Loney. It's a little room now. Up to Feener. To the red line, trying to get it over to the far side. That was off a skate and down. Goulet picking up a puck now at the top of the circle. Didn't have much room, just sent it in behind the net. Gordon's there. He's got a couple of Kootenay players on him. And tripped up there. Trackers are going to get another penalty. It's going to be Goulet for tripping. Got his stick caught up in the skates there, the Kootenay player. So Kootenay going back on the power play now. No question about that one. So with 2:25 left here in the second period, East Kootenay going back on the power play again. This is, I think, the fourth power play of this period. Stanley gets it off the draw. Puck comes loose. Birmingham with it. Shots blocked in front and rebounds picked up. Tennant got it over there for Taggart. His shot was blocked and he got it back at the top of the circle now. Passing it into the corner. Stefano with it now. Dishing back. Taggart back to Sharam at the point. Back to Taggart at the top of the circle with a shot. I don't think he quite got all of that one, but Bucher got her stick on it. Now back out front and good chance there by East Kootenay. Working it around in behind the nets. Get it out to Taggart there just at the circle, and Lowen able to make the save and hold on. No rebound. Trackers win the draw into the corner. Batchelor's going to hold it. East Kootenay gets it back though. Taggart moving over to the near side here. Birmingham with that one-timer that was partially fanned on now. Back around, Taggart with it, top of the circle. Working in, trying to get the pass off, but it was intercepted by Batchelor. Sent down the ice. Coward out to stop that one up behind the net. Sharam behind, stopping up. Birmingham picking it up now. With some speed through the neutral zone. And a good stick there by Dietz to knock it away. Almost was away in the other direction, but was broken up now. East Kootenay turned back. Sharam trying to chip it ahead, but Arbery got it, fired it back in on goal. Birmingham now with a long pass up to Nelson at the red line. It was off his stick, and Weens tried to send it back the other way, but it was intercepted. Now Sharam, the red line, he's going to dump it in. Lowen stopping it up behind the net. Stanley with some time, fires it off the glass, and just off the ref's linesman's skate. East Kootenay now up through the neutral zone. Stanley chipping it ahead and sent back the other way there by Bowler, but Trackers get it and send it down. That's icing, so I guess that means the penalty's over. 14 seconds left here in the second period. Trackers kill off another penalty. Off the draw here in the Trackers zone. King just fanned on the shot there, but able to recover. Now back to the point. Tom with a shot deflected right in front. There's a rebound. And Gordon picking it up and moving it over to Feener. Only 4 seconds left. He's got Goulet in the middle. He's there. Oh, he just missed it. Just as the buzzer was going. Didn't think they were going to have enough time, and they would have. So another good period here. Back and forth. Trackers up 4-2. And I think we're going to be in for an exciting finish here after the flood. We'll be back. Third period's underway here, and fourth game today, the second game. Pool B, right off the draw. Gordon walking in with a shot. Nice save there by Coward. Now out to the middle, into the neutral zone now. Bachelor chipping one up, and that's intercepted by Sharam, but he knocked it ahead right to one of the tracker players. Now Gordon working in. He's got Weems out front and couldn't quite get his stick free. That was Birmingham coming back and tying up Weems' stick in play to break that up. Faceoff's gonna come outside East Kootenay zone. Just inside the line now. It's Tom with it in front of the net. Dishing behind. It's trying to figure who that is. That spring over there now. Willoughby in the corner, chipping it off the glass. Taggart trying to chip it out, but held into the line by Loney. And puck knocked towards the goal. Dietz was poking at it there, but Coward put his glove on it and held on for a whistle. Put the shots on goal up on the scoreboard after two. Truckers out shooting East Kootenay 24-13. Face off in the East Kootenay zone. Thomas sending it in behind the net. Parker picking it up there. Lost the puck right out front. Thomas with a shot, looked like it's going to go in short side, but I think Coward got his pad on it. Now in behind the net, Thomas with it. Gets it back to Stanley at the line. His shot's right in, and it's deflected in front. Coward's able to find it in the crowd and hold on with not even a rebound. Good save there. Was tipped in front. Face off down the East Kootenay zone again. Weems with it off the draw, but Stefano stole it. Now up against the sideboards, it's stuck. Weems looks like he's coming away with it. Comes back to Bachelor at the point. Sends one in, a high one in there. It was knocked into the corner now. Tom in behind the net for Birmingham. And it's knocked away now. Bowler sending one up and out. Down, Bachelor's got to go back to pick it up behind the Tracker's goal. And it looks like the ice is wet back there. Bachelor fanning on his pass. Now he's going to come back the other way, skating it up. And taking out the blue line, but Gordon picking up the loose puck now, out to the middle, trying to drag it around, taking out against the far boards, but Goulet picking it up now. Schramm came in and picked up the loose puck. Being checked there, sends it around on the near side. Spring up the boards, held into the line there by Bachelor. Feener now out front for Goulet. Still tried to get it back and was intercepted. I think that was Taggart. Now Gordon back to Avante at the point. Avante tried to send it over to the near side. Bachelor's taken out heavily and by Nelson, and he looks like he's hurt bad. That was definitely a hit to the head. He's up on one knee, and he's up now, skating off on his own. And I don't know if we're getting a penalty on the play or not. Looks like there's no call on the play. Face-off's going to be just outside the Trackers zone. Just inside the Trackers line, King moves it over to Loney up the boards. Dietz chipping it ahead. Marasco tried to send it up ahead there. That was off King, and Willoughby picking it up now. Sending it in behind the net. Taggart racing in there off his stick, and Dietz trying to chip it ahead, but Taggart picked it up and sent it back in behind the net. King now with it. Up the boards, just past McGinnis, held it at the line by Toms. Trackers pick it up, come the other way. Dietz moving in, right in on goal, and had a stick lifted, penalty coming. It's going to be Toms going to the box for East Kootenay. And I didn't quite see what he was calling there. It should be hooking, I think. Hooking is the call. Dietz trying to work in and went right around there. Tom's gonna haul him down, go to the box for 2 minutes. Trying to get that penalty up on the scoreboard here. Still working on getting this penalty up. Looks like it's up there now, though. All right, Trackers on the power play. Up 4-2 here with 16-12 left in the third period. Puck comes loose off the draw. Gordon has it on the half wall. Back to Stanley, back to Gordon again over to the far side. Goulet. Back to Stanley. Shots off a stick up over the net. Feener picking up the loose puck. Back to Gordon. Back into Feener. Out to the middle. Scores! Goulet on the power play. Gordon with it on the half wall. He was playing pass with Feener for a bit there, and then Feener find Goulet right in the slot, and he made no mistake on that one and buried it to put the Trackers up 5-2. Off the face-off in the East Kootenay zone. Sharan back to pick it up. In the East Kootenay zone. Johnson taking out hard in the boards, and Trackers look like they're going to get a penalty now. And it looks like Batchelor's out there again, so that's good news for the Trackers. Clay is on his way to the box. Boarding is the call. Looks like he caught him from behind. So East Kootenay's turn to go on the power play now. in the corner. Loney's able to win that battle against Tennant and send the puck down the ice. Spring back to pick it up behind his net, leaves it for Birmingham. He was being watched there by Feener at the blue line. He's going to circle back. And again, now he's going to go all the way back in behind the net. Into the middle now. Taggart over the red line. Gets it in, dumps it in behind the net. Tennant there, dishing back for Taggart. Back to the point, Spring now. Back to Taggart again. Into the corner. Back out to Taggart in front with a nice play in front, and they're jabbing away at it, but it doesn't go. Lowen's able to shut the door on that one. That play again, Taggart walking in from the top of the circle. And Stefano was able to find him there from the corner, but couldn't beat Lowen. Into the corner, Buchert tried to hold it there for a second, but he got it back to the point. Tom now gets it back. Shot there from the half wall by Nelson. That missed the net and came all the way out to the neutral zone. Tom's got to pick it up, but McGinnis picked his pocket right in on goal. And was in a little close. Just poked it by and was in a little too close, I think. No, he got a shot off there. And nice save by Coward. Faceoff's going to be in the East Kootenay zone. Still 44 seconds left in the Trackers penalty. Puck moved up to the neutral zone now, dumped in the Trackers end. Back behind the net, Buchert's going to send it around the boards. Held in at the line by Taggart. Over to the far side to Schramm. Back to Taggart. Fanning on his pass, and Dietz is able to pick it up and backhand it down the ice. Schramm back behind the East Kootenay net to pick it up. He's going to stop up. East Kootenay's going to finish off a change here. Now moving it up the far side. It's Marasco dishing for Oler. Passing over to the far side. Kostick is checked there, and it's out in the neutral zone. Batchelor picking it up now. Amonte fanning on the pass up. Just outside the blue line and sent back in off into the Trackers bench. Face off. It's going to be in front of the Trackers bench here, just outside the zone. Off the draw, Avante fanning on the pass, right in the middle. Taggart picking it up at the back end, and there's a rebound. And I don't know if they really get that shot off on the rebound there, but nice save on Taggart. Now in the East Kootenay zone, holding it at the line. Moody was in the middle of a change. They told him to go back and get the puck, but it was knocked down with a high stick, so they're going to blow it down. That was right off the draw. Monte fanning on the pass, and unfortunately right into the middle. And that was actually Johnson there moving in. He got a shot off, and Taggart tried to get the rebound. So once again, here the face-off in the neutral zone in front of the Trackers bench. Off the draw, just inside the Trackers blue line. Loney gets to the red line and dumps it in. Parker back to pick it up for East Kootenay. Moving up with it, and that pass up was behind and picked up by Loney now. Hard pass up for Clay. He's going to just tip it in. Birmingham back for it behind the net, being watched there. Gets it out front, and it was cleared away now. East Kootenay with it. Birmingham off the boards, looking for Nelson here. It just hopped over his stick. Goulet's going to pick it up and hit in behind the Trackers net. Passing it up to Arbery on the far side. High pass here off Taggart at the neutral zone, and got it back again, fired it in on goal. Coward steered it into the corner. Spring trying to chip it ahead, but Gordon picked it up now into the middle. Dished it over, but was knocked away by Taggart and back into the neutral zone. Now, Buchert getting checked there, but she got it for Gordon now working in from the outside. Right in on goal, tried to pass it up front to Feener. It was knocked away, I think, by Maresco. Good play there to break that up. And to center they get and fire it in behind the net and change. Looking for the long pass up here. That was off a skate and right in on goal. Coward's gonna jump on it and hang on. He had Feener racing in there. .11:22 to go now. Trackers up 5-2. Off the draw. Schramm gets it, sends it up the boards. That goes by and down. I guess that went by everybody. It was icing. Face off down the East Kootenay zone. Off the draw, Lindenberger picks up the puck on the wall, in behind the net. It's checked there by Oler. Dishes it around though for Tennant. Puck's tied up in the corner. Tennant comes away with it, tries to clear it, but it's held in at the line by Monte. Goes around all the way around the far side, leans by him, and Lunenberger covering at the point, tried to chip it back in, but went off Batchelor. Down in the middle, Schramm trying to feed that pass up through the middle. He was looking for Kostick there, but I think Avante was able to break it up, and then I think they came in offside. Face-off's going to be in the neutral zone over on the far side, just outside the East Kootenay zone. Comes back to Loney, moving it over to King. Up off McGinnis' skate, and he's offside. So they're going to bring that back out again. This time the face-off's going to be on the near side. Off the draw, Goulet gets it and chips it in. Parker back to pick it up in the corner. Just as around. McGinnis gets there first, but Stefano tried to clear it. Came back to Loney at the point with a hard shot there that was steered up over the glass by Coward's blocker. Face-off's going to be in the East Kootenay zone. Tom gets it off the draw, sends it in behind the net for Parker. Back to Tom in the corner now, looking for a pass up through the middle. That was off Taggart's hand, I think, but went all the way down. He was still on this side of center, so it's going to be icing. So another face-off here in the same spot. Thomas tried to push it ahead off the draw, ended up in the corner now, dishing ahead for Clay, but Willoughby was there and he chipped it up into the neutral zone. King chipping it back the other way. Tom back to pick it up in behind the East Kootenay net, dishes it there for Parker. Back to Tom in the far corner now, up to Taggart on the far side, fanning on the pass, and got it up there for Willoughby, chipped it in behind the Tracker's net. King's back to pick it up. Up for Clay on the wing. Just overskated it a bit, but he gets it back. Now to Arbery on the far side. Willoughby looking for the big hit there, but Arbery stood him up, and puck comes back into the Tracker's zone. King in the middle, and another hit there, but King was able to withstand that one too. And now Loney in on the forecheck. Spring sending it behind the net. Right out front it comes, though, and cleared away. Johnson's got it. He's going to carry it up. Gets to the red line and backhands it into the tracker zone. Euchre back to pick it up behind the net. And penalty coming. Interference is the call. It must be on the trackers, I believe. They had the puck when he blew the whistle. It's going to be Feeners heading to the box. Not much there. But East Kootenay is going to go on to the power play here with 8:58 left, down 5-2. Euchre off the draw, sends it around. Tom at the point, holding it in. Working it around here on the near side with Nelson. He got a one-timer off there that was steered up off the glass by Lowen. Now on the far side, Willoughby back to Tom. To Taggart at the top of the circle, spinning around. Gets it back to Tom now on the near side. That's Nelson, back to Tom. Back to Nelson on the half wall. Back to Tom at the point over the far side. Taggart walking in. Oh, he's allowed to walk right in, and he scores! Another power play goal. Taggart, this time, just allowed to walk right in, not even threatened at all. And he picks the top corner. Don't really know what they were thinking there. So 5-3 here with 8:17 left in the third period. Off the draw. Kostick trying to dish it ahead. Goulet picks it up at the neutral zone and chips it in behind the net. Sharan battling for it there, but Goulet comes out with it right out front, and his wraparound missed the far side. McGinnis now gets it back to Batchelor at the point. Sent it into the near corner. Dietz. He's got Oler on him. And sent in behind the net. Now Sharan picking that up. Pass to the point. Batchelor with a shot there. That was off a stick and to the near side. Chipped back in. Oler racing back for it. Thomas is there. Kostick gets the loose puck and dishes up the boards. Monte trying to hold it in. Moody's going to hold it in instead at the blue line. Now gets it for Thomas with some room. Out to the middle. Lunenberger was on the far side, but he couldn't get his stick on it. And Moody picking up a loose puck now in the corner. He's checked by Kostick, but he gets it back to Batchelor. Over to Avante. Shot there. That was missing the net. Right to Moody, though. Back to Batchelor again. At the point. Moody over to Avante in the middle. Shot. That one missed the net. Lunenberger picking it up behind the net. And Moody with it again now in the corner. He's checked by Kostick. Sharan picks up the puck. And he's going to fire it down the ice. And that's going to be on goal. It's not icing. Everybody's changing here. Batchelor's going to skate into the open ice on the far side. Tom trying to check him, but he still has it in the corner. Still behind the net now. Birmingham's able to take the puck away and get it out to the neutral zone. Loney back inside the tracker zone for it. Moves it up for Arbery into the middle, just off Clay's stick. Parker clearing up through the middle, but Weems picked it up. Working in now. Around the outside in the middle. Clay's there, and it was right off a Howard's pad right there. And King with a sharp angled shot there. Had a hard time handling that one. In the corner now. Arbery off the glass around. Goulet picking it up on the near side. Pass across there was broken up by Stefano, and Nelson tried to push it ahead, but it was broken up now in the middle. Taggart lost his stick and kicked it ahead into the tracker zone. King's back to pick it up. Passing over the Feener on the far side with a little bit of room working in. Trying to split the D, but Morano was there to break it up, gets it back to Loney at the point. Shot on goal there. Traffic in front, kicked away. Now Gordon with it, is able to dish it back, but it was between the D and back down the Trackers zone. Buchert passing it up the far side. Feener passed him, but Goulet picked it up. Knocked off his stick for a second to Feener, and he's going to backhand it in. Trackers are going to go for a change. Tom's picking it up behind the net for East Kootenay. Up to Willoughby on the near side here, but it was a high pass off his skate and into the Tracker zone. McGinnis up for Dietz now, racing back. Tom's able to get his stick in there and chip back to the point now. Stanley held it in. McGinnis at the top of the circle with a shot. That went over the net. Held in at the near side by Avante now. Johnson racing over there. Stanley's able to get there though and hold it in. Digging for it on the far boards. Comes loose. Stanley has it. Moving it over to Avante. Tennant was on him and he just fired it into the corner now. Bowler moving it up. Tennant fired up in the Trackers zone and sent down the ice. It's going to be icing. Only 3:55 left here now in the third period. Trackers are up 5-3. Looking to close out this first game here in the round robin portion of the tournament. Off the draw, comes back to Parker at the point, sends it off the boards into the corner. King back behind the net for Loney. Up ahead, Arbery cleared it up outside the blue line. Schramm there, trying to push it ahead, but Trackers get it. Arbery sends it in, he's chasing it. Parker's gonna chip it into the corner though, and Birmingham picking it up. He's can't clear it. And walking over the shot, he scores! Weems! I think Clay might have tipped it. He did. Puck came loose there, and Weems was able to walk out, get a shot off, and Clay was right in front of the goal. He got his stick on it, tipped it up over the goalie to put the Trackers up 6-3 here with only 3:26 to go. Trackers with it at the red line, digging for it. Comes loose. Tom trying to push it ahead. Goulet came in and picked up the loose puck. Stanley now on the far side in the Tracker zone over to Buchert. Now up for Moody to the red line. Dodging a check there by Tennant. And sent back up to Trackers blue line. Buchert. Stanley back to Buchert now. Up to Gordon. He had a player on him. Willoughby was right there. Trying to bat it ahead. Now it comes loose. And Johnson picking it up. Moving in to the top of the circle with a shot. That went off the crossbar. Johnson picking up that puck and able to move right into the top of the slot. Shot off the crossbar and up over the glass behind the net. Off the draw now, just outside the Trackers zone. Loney moving it up to the red line. He's going to dump it in. Coward clearing it back behind the net. Looks like it was on the net for a second, but now over to the far side. Taggart trying to poke it by. He gets it out to the neutral zone. Feener's there to pick it up. Moves it over to King at the blue line. Passing up ahead there. Looking for Thomas, and it was dumped in. Now Birmingham up the wing. Willoughby picking it up. That's actually Marasco. Chipping it ahead. He still has it now. Marasco with it behind the net. All the way out to the blue line. He's going to dump it back into the corner. And Thomas got it. Played it behind the net now. Feener off the boards. Dished it up ahead for McGinnis. He's going to just chip it in. Trackers are going to finish the change, and Spring can't clear it. That's actually Nelson there. Right on the side of the net there with a sharp angle shot. Dietz now picking it up back to the point. Over to Armonte on the near side. His shot's in, and it's tipped in front. They score! Leans with the second of the game, although it might be third on the score sheet. Avante with a shot from the point, and Lean's able to get a stick on it and went right through the wickets of Coward. 7-3 now here with a minute 22 left. Arbery with it now in the corner, out front, and that tipped on goal by Clay, but Coward with his pad down there is able to make the stop. Now on the far wall, it's tied up. Goulet comes away with it. Back to Stanley at the line. Moves it over to Buchert. Shot in, and that was steered aside by Coward. Parker now trying to clear it around to the far side. Passed up through the middle. Kostick now moving in on the near side. Spun off a check and comes back to Tom at the point. Gets blocked by Goulet though. And over on the far side, Oler with it. He's going to circle and send it in behind the net. Stopping it up there is Lowen. Buchert circles off a check, and Willoughby is able to get it free and shot there off the side of the net. I think that's Taggart. Thomas picked it up and carried it out. Not much time left here now. And linesman blew it down. Not sure why. Not sure why they blew the whistle there. Faceoff's coming all the way back down the Trackers zone. There's only 5 seconds left. Comes back to Tom. One last shot there. That was deflected up over the net by Taggart, and that's going to do it. So loud here. Trackers pick up their first win of the provincials here in 2023. So with the first day of provincials in the books, everybody has played one game now. So we'll be back here again tomorrow. We'll be streaming all 4 games again.